And we're a little late starting here. As we got ready to start, we realized the scoreboard wasn't going to work right, so hopefully it'll work correctly now. You're welcome to Southeastern High School as the Southeastern Suns play host to the BPC Spartans. Devin Raleigh Shelter Insurance brings Spartan Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I want to thank Adams Experts and Adams Telephone Cooperative for bringing Southeastern Sports. And there's a three off the hands of Carson Kerr. He has 5 points. All 5 of the Suns' points are off the hands of Carson Kerr. Now we got a 3-second violation on BPC. $5-0 the score. A 3 and a 2 for Carson. The shot off no good that time. Rebounds dropped into the corner. Southeastern will retain possession as we have everything going good now. No fouls. 6:09 to go, quarter number 1. Driving with the basketball, number 14 is Gunnar Walker. He comes out to Kerr. Over to Walker. Nope, that is not Walker. That was Marlowe, then down to Walker. Case Marlowe, Gunnar Walker, Carson Kerr. Also out there, number 34 is Owen Northern. Jump ball call to be possession to BPC, and number 22 is Tristan Hester. For BPC, it's Caden Weinman. He came off a 19-point game for BPC the other night in a loss to West Prairie. Alex Akers is out there. Christian Graybill. Connor Palm, number 3. And number 23 is Parker Guppy starting for BPC tonight. 5-0 early. A kick by Walker. Sounds like the pep band is getting ready to play behind me. They'll be playing probably between games and at halftime of the varsity contest. Foul on number 11. Nope, number 12. Number 12, Case Marlowe, his first. Team's first. A couple free throws coming for the Spartans. And Parker Guppy. First one's high and off left. No good for Parker Guppy. BPC is yet to score here. 5:13 to go in quarter number 1. Second one is good. Guppy gets the Spartans on the scoreboard. Caden Weinman ended up was 8 of 8 from the free throw line before he finally missed one. He ended up 9 of 10 from the charity stripe in that game Monday night. Now down low, Owen Northern can't finish. Rebound to Guppy. He'll outlet it to Weinman. Weinman has it blocked. And a foul is going to be called. The block was by Gunnar Walker. See who the foul's on. Couldn't see the number 1 something. It's on number 12 again. Case Marlowe, his second, team second. 2 free throws coming for Christian Graybill now. First one's off, no good. Checking into the game is going to be number 10, Deacon Wayner, a sophomore, stands 6 foot tall. Graybill hits the second just as Parker Guppy did. So BPC has 2 points. Five to 2 the score. Carson Kerr has all 5 of the Suns' points currently. Stolen away, but gathered back by Owen Northern. And shot off, no good. And a foul on BPC. It's going to be on Parker Guppy, his first, team's first. No shots there. 4:04 remaining in the first quarter. Walker with it. Looking at Northern. Gets it up to him. Owen Northern. Goes to Carson Kerr down in the corner. That's Hester with it. Owen Northern now looks to drive. Graybill cuts him off. Carson Kerr, three from the right corner. Off, no good. Hester with the rebound. Tristan Hester got the rebound and gave the Suns another opportunity here against the 1-2-2 zone for BPC. Ball into the hands of Wayner. Now Hester gives it off to Walker, who gives it to Owen Northern. Carson Kerr. Three on the way by number 22, Tristan Hester. It's off, no good, but the put back good for Carson Kerr, and he's got all 7 points for Suns now. (7-2), a 5-point lead for the Suns. JV action here at Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. Timeout on the floor, going to be charged to BPC's Coach Devin Yoakum. Not happy with anything, and then even less happy with the fact that his team is just walking off the floor. First time out of the game called for either team. This game being brought to you by Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Tonight is, what is tonight? It's Wednesday. That means it's Dollar Wing Night at Sports Corner at 124. So hop up there and get some of the best wings in West Central Illinois for just $1 bone-in wings tonight at Sports Corner at 124. You could probably catch the game, so go ahead and leave now. Listen to it on your phone on the way to Sports Corner at 124. And then you can get some great wings and watch the varsity contest, I'm sure, on the screens at Sports Corner at 124. And then Guppy just left that for Weinman, and Walker's going to steal it and go back the other way. And he's the first player not named Carson Kerr to get a point here in the fresh soft game, JV game as it is. 9-2 is the score. Owen Northern with the steal. He's going to give it off to Walker, and Walker's going to get another basket. He's got 4. Gunnar Walker has scored 4 straight for the Suns now, and the timeout did not help BPC. They find themselves down by 9 after a 4-0 run coming out of the timeout. It's a 6-0 run in all. Graybill on the inbound pass, couldn't hold on to it. It's knocked away, but goes all the way out to Connor Palm. Down low to Graybill. He traveled with it. And BPC is going to go to the full court press. And a basket by Deacon Wayner. He gets his first 2. Reverse layup by Palm, off, no good. Owen Northern with it. Under a minute to go, and a foul is going to be called on Caden Weinman, his first, team second. Both teams with 2 fouls now. Carson Kerr takes a seat. Into the game going to be number 1, Peyton Totten. And in for BPC is Jaden Robinson, number 20. Hop in the live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. There's a bucket up and in for Owen Northern. He gets his first 2. And a reverse layup for Jaden Robinson, as BPC gets its first field goal with about 31 seconds left in the first quarter. They have 4 points. 15-4 is the score. A kick called, and it'll be Southeastern basketball with 24.2 seconds remaining. Totten with it. Tries to go across the lane. It's knocked away. Robinson comes up with it. He hasn't knocked away, but it goes right to Connor Palm with 13 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Three on the way is good by Connor Palm. A Ronabe Auto Sales three-pointer for Connor Palm, and BPC uses a late 5-0 run to get back into the game a little bit. They were down by 13. They score 5 to make the lead 8 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts, repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois, as Devin Raleigh Shelter Insurance brings BPC Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. I want to thank Evan Wagner up on the camera tonight. We move to the second quarter. Down to Robinson, who hesitates but gets it to fall. Jaden Robinson gets another bucket for BPC. He's got 4 points. 7:41 to go. Foul called on BPC. Alex Akers is going to pick up the foul, his first, team's third. Couple free throws coming for Gunnar Walker. First one is off, no good. He's got 4 points, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Second one is good, giving him 5 points now. 16-9 is the score. Three on the way by Palm, off no good. Rebound by Akers. He'll put the shot up. It's off no good. Graybill had it in his hands, couldn't hold on to it. Walker comes down with it. Carson Kerr with another bucket. He's got 9. A foul is going to be called on Southeastern. Foul is on number 10, Deacon Wayner, his first, team's first of the quarter. It was actually the first for BPC of the quarter as well. Owen Northern gets called for the travel. And another turnover. Walker's going to go back the other way. He's going to be fouled. He'll get 2 more free throws. Second foul called on BPC in the quarter. It's going to be on Connor Palm, his first. As I said, team second. Gunnar Walker back at the free throw line. He's 1 for 2, has 5 points in all. His points of all came in transition. That time he was fouled in transition. He hits the first. He's got 6. Caden Weinman checking back in. Walker hits them both. He's 3 for 4 now from the free throw line. Guppy down to Weinman. Weinman puts the shot up, and he's going to be fouled by Wayner. That'll be second for Deacon Wayner. Second team foul. Caden Weinman will be at the free throw line. He's not scored yet tonight. 6:10 to go in the first half. First one is good. Slow start for BPC. It kind of came to life a smidge, but Southeastern has played very well. And Southeastern gets the rebound there on the Weinman miss. Bucket good for Owen Northern. He's got 4 points now. 3 on the way for BPC, off no good. Weinman with the rebound. He's going to try the reverse layup. It's off no good. Graybill with the rebound. Bank shot off for Guppy. Going to roll all the way out to Palm. Palm, mid-range jumper. Off no good. Carson Kerr with the rebound finally for Southeastern. As BPC controlled the boards there. Owen Northern lays one up, leaves it a little short. Graybill had to rebound. Walker steals the pass away. Owen Northern comes to get it. And Southeastern resets the offense with 5:15 to go. Out of bounds, it'll be Southeastern basketball. Shot off, no good. Weinman shot off, no good. Graybill picks up the ball off the floor. Out of bounds. BPC will lose possession. It'll go to Southeastern. Carson Kerr goes to the basket and throws one in. He's got 11 here in the first half. 24-10 is the score. Rodrigo Montoya in the ball game. He's got the basketball for BPC. He tries to get it to Graybill. Graybill can't catch it before it goes out of bounds. A turnover for BPC. Possession to the Suns. Jaden Robinson coming back in, as is Alex Akers for BPC. That means Palm, Akers, Robinson, Graybill, Guppy on the floor for BPC. Gunnar Walker is going to power through a foul that time by Connor Palm. That'll be Palm's second foul. An old-fashioned three-point play attempt coming here for Gunnar Walker. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Currently has 9 points. Trying to get into double figures. He makes it. 4 for 5 from the charity stripe. It's 27-10. Southeastern with the lead. 3:49 to go here in the second quarter. Alex Akers with it. Up top to Robinson. Down low to Graybill. Kerr's down there, swipes it away, but they call a jump ball. Possession will stay with BPC. Tried to get it into Guppy. Alex Akers ends up with it. Graybill turn around, leaves it short. And he is holding his wrist or arm or something else. I'm not real sure which. Might have been something else. Kerr has it. Nearly stole it away. Leaves the floater a little short. Deacon Wayner comes down with it. He puts a shot up. It's off, no good. Rebound picked up off the floor by Guppy. Palm with it. Out to Akers. Akers goes down to Graybill. Guppy for 3, top of the key. It's off left, and it'll go out of bounds. Possession to Southeastern. 2:44 to go in the first half. JV action. Hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Love to see you. Give a shout out to your favorite player if you'd like to. If you have not done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share the link so more people can come watch it. They're going to call a foul on BPC. It'll be their 4th. Foul's going to be on number 23, Parker Guppy. His 2nd. Well, they have it for his first. I have it for his 2nd. Team's 4th of the quarter. Thrown away. And back in the game with 2 fouls is Case Marlowe as he tracked it down before it went out of bounds. 2:23 to go in the first half. Southeastern will be in the bonus the rest of the way here in the second quarter. If I can remember to turn that off. Graybill with it, and he travels. They're going to call a foul as he got hit in the nose. 25. 35? Yeah, Carson Kerr is going to get called for the foul. His first, team's 3rd. Akers is blocked. Guppy's there, and the putback is good. Parker Guppy's got 3 points. UBC trails by 15 here in the first half. Totten with it. He goes to Walker. Now Carson Kerr up top. 1:45 remaining in the first half. Give it off to Totten. 1:25 remaining. Now Walker comes to get it as they reset the offense. He's going to spin to the rack. Puts a shot up over Graybill. No good. And a foul is going to be called on Jaden Robinson, I do believe. It will be on Robinson. That'll be his first, but team's 5th. 2 free throws coming for should be Deacon Wayner, I believe. Oh, it's going to be number 22, Tristan Hester, at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one off just a little bit to the right. Second one off right as well. It's going to go off Guppy out of bounds. Couple shots down there, and nobody could get one to fall, though. A jump ball is going to be called, and it'll stay with Southeastern. And out of bounds. Stay with Southeastern again, 48.1 seconds left. Comes out to Walker. Back to Kerr, 45 seconds. Shot was well off the mark. Attempted to save in. .40 seconds remain here in the first half. 27-12 is the score. Palm looks at the three, pump fakes, takes his 3 second after the pump fake and leaves it wide right out of bounds. It'll be Southeastern basketball with 29.9 seconds remaining. Kerr lost it. Akers comes up with it. 10 seconds remaining. Guppy loses it to Walker. Walker gets the layup up and in with 4 seconds left. Guppy tried a three-quarter court shot, was no good. Gunnar Walker finishes the half with 12 points. Carson Kerr has 11, and at the end of the first half of play, Southeastern leads BPC 29-12 in the JV contest. We'll take a break and let you hear a word from our title sponsor, McDonough District Hospital. We'll be back in about 8 minutes.
As you know, MDH is our title sponsor here on TSSR Game Time Live, and we're here with Lindsay Douglas, the Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment. I about left out provider out of that. So physician and provider recruitment here at MDH. It's a huge mouthful for me, so explain to us what that is.
Sure. So I am in charge of bringing in candidates for both physician and provider positions here at MDH. So provider meaning anything like nurse practitioner, advanced practice nurse practitioner, physician assistant, things like that. So I source those candidates, bring them in, and try to find the best providers and physicians to provide care at our facility.
So you found a home at MDH. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been here? Stuff
Sure.
like that.
So I am from Macomb originally. I graduated from Macomb High in 2009, graduated from WIU in 2014, studied communication there, and started my career in politics and worked for a couple different state representatives and state senators. Then found myself in the educational realm for a little while at the Regional Office of Education, and eventually found myself here at MDH. I started here in February of this past year. I started out as patient advocate, and this role opened up, and I'm now in the role of Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment.
Obviously, McDonough District Hospital, very important to Macomb.
Sure.
And it's the communities not only of Macomb, but Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, Industry. You're from here. So what was it that drew you back here and got you to stay here at MDH?
So MDH is like home to me. I am a 4th generation MDH employee. So my great grandma Nancy Weaver was one of the first nurses that they hired when the hospital opened in 1958. My grandma started working here maybe 10 to 15 years after that. She started as a CNA on acute care, and then she worked in peds, and eventually she worked as the unit secretary for home health and hospice, and she retired from that position after being at MDH for a total of 50 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. My mom is here as an administrative secretary. She's Brian's administrative assistant. And so I'm now here as a fourth generation employee of the hospital. So it was kind of a thing where I always thought I might end up at MDH just because of that family legacy of working in healthcare.
So before we came on camera, I heard a story. You guys were at a speaker recently, and you got to be there with your mom.
Yeah.
Does that make it really special to be a part of MDH, to still have your mom working here?
It's so cool. My mom is down the hall from me. So if I need something in the middle of the day, I can run down the hall and grab her. But it's also just cool to think about like the legacy that leaves in the community, especially being fourth generation and female. I think that's just a really special thing for my family and for this community here.
So as we look at those kind of, you have a personal connection here. How do you use those personal connections when you're out trying to recruit a physician or a provider?
Sure. So I use the story a lot of my office, actually. So I'm in room 318, which was a room for patients at one time, and now they've converted it into an office space. And one of my favorite stories to tell physicians is that my great grandma was sick in the hospital and was in that room, and that's where my grandma was recruited to join MDH. So my grandma had no plans of working in healthcare, but she was taking care of her mom as a sick patient, and the nurse at the time came to her and was like, "You are such a great caretaker. Why are you not a nurse? Why are you not doing this as your full-time occupation?" And so my grandma decided that healthcare would be her lifetime and like 50 years. And so she started working for MDH and was recruited right out of my office. So I just find that to be a really special connection when I'm looking to bring people to this community. Like, the recruitment started in this office 50 years ago, and here I am starting a whole new legacy of recruiting people. And I just am so passionate about this community, and I just love living here. I moved back here from Quincy, chose to raise our family here just because we really love Macomb, and we really love being in McDonough County.
So obviously the personal touch, you got the great personal story. You love Macomb. What does MDH offer to the providers and the physicians? What's the sales point for you on the professional level?
So because we're a small rural healthcare organization, your voice is heard here much louder than when you're in a large organization. So when you're in one of those larger hospital systems, you might be one of 15 to 20 providers in a specialty. At MDH, you might be one of two, you might be one of one. And so your voice in that medical staff office is going to be the loudest one in the room about your specialty. And that's a really unique situation for a physician to be, the main voice for speaking for pediatrics or for speaking for orthopedics or whatever that specialty is. You're it. You're the guy. You're the one providing the care for the whole community. And you don't get that if you go to a large healthcare organization.
So those bonuses are probably obstacles in some cases as well.
Sure.
So how do you overcome those obstacles?
It really depends on the provider. If someone is really wanting to be in a place where they're just one in the background, they don't want to be that main voice, I kind of have to tell them, this is unique. It's a unique community where you're going to go out into Walmart to get your groceries and run into one of your patients, and you're not going to find that everywhere. And that might be scary for you, thinking about, well, I don't want to mess somebody's care up and then run into them and have to explain it to all of Walmart. But it's just, you can also sell that as you're not going to go to Chicago and work somewhere where you're going to run into your patients every day.
Well, Lindsay, I appreciate you coming and talking to us today. Hopefully some people can understand more about MDH and how it's such a family-oriented business and so important to McDonough County and the surrounding area. Keep doing a good job, and maybe your little girl that wanted that 100 chicken nuggets can be the next generation to join MDH.
Exactly.
Well, we'll be back after halftime here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School as we take a look at scoring in the first half for the two teams. 12 points is all BPC could muster. Jaden Robinson leads the way with 4 points, 3 points for Parker Guppy. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Connor Palm on a three-pointer. 1 point for Caden Weinman, 1 point for Christian Graybill. And that'll do it. For the Suns, they're led by Gunnar Walker, who has 12 points. He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 11 points for Carson Kerr. He scored the first 7 for the Suns. 4 points for Owen Northern. 2 points for Deacon Wayner. And Tristan Hester has not scored, but is 0 of 2 from the free throw line. (29-12) is the score. The points add up. Who would have thunk that? And BPC starts the second half with the basketball. Third quarter is underway. I want to say hi to Ronna Cole. Let's go to her son's favorite player, Gunner. First shot no good for BPC, and back the other way it comes here. Is in the corner. That was Hester with it. He gives to Kerr. Marlowe, who sat some of the game after getting 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Owen Northern. As the Suns up by 17, excuse me, I can't do math. Here early in the third quarter, 7:08 to go, quarter number 3. Carson Kerr is going to try a 3, can't get it to fall. Rebound picked up off the floor by Marlowe. He goes to the rack, comes up top. Owen Northern, 3 top of the key. It's off, no good. Hester with the rebound and the put back. Tristan Hester gets his first 2 points. Going to go off of Graybill, out of bounds. It'll be Southeastern basketball, a chance to build on a 21-point advantage now. Hester gives it to Kerr. Kerr dumps it down to Hester, pump fake, and puts the shot up. See if they give him shots. He will. 2 free throws coming. Foul's going to be on number 21 for BPC. That's Alex Akers, his second, team's first of the quarter. Tristan Hester, the lefty, hits the first. He's 1 of 3. Second free throw, good as well. Evens himself up at 50%, 2 for 4. Guppy. Baseline Weinman. Picked up off the floor by Graybill. Knocked away by Kerr. Back to Graybill. BPC trying to get something set up. A foul is going to be called. That may be on Hester. We'll see. Say 34. Yeah, he did. Foul on Owen Northern, his first. Team's first. Graybell's going to go to the rack. His ball stolen away by Carson Kerr. Sneaky little fellow that Kerr kid is. He's stepped in there. Timeout on the floor. BPC's bench got a warning. May have been Coach Martin. Marlowe throws it off of Guppy. Out of bounds. It'll be Southeastern basketball. As you're watching Devin Raleigh Shelter Insurance coverage of BPC Sports on TSSR Game Time Live. Presented by MDH Southeastern. I want to thank everybody that helps to bring Southeastern sports. And Akers is going to pick up his third, second of the half for BPC and Akers. Kerr to inbound now with 5:23 remaining. Gunnar Walker for three. Aaron Albiado sails three for Walker. He's got 15 points to lead all scorers. It's 36-12. Owen Northern had two Spartans touch that on two different pass attempts and still got it back to himself. Walker going to reset things. Looking for Northern. Gets tripped up to the ground. Jump ball. Possession to Southeastern. .440 remaining in the third quarter. Kerr to inbound now. Gets it into Hester, to Northern, to Kerr. Calling for a travel. So BPC looks to cut into a 24-point lead here. Jumper short. BPC has not scored in the third quarter. 4:21 remaining. Here in quarter number three. Walker going to drive, put up the shot, and somehow rolled it from under the rim to the top of the rim and gets it to fall. He's got 17 points. That's a 26-point lead. Alex Akers, his pass knocked away by Hester. Went right back to him, though. Guppy's going to try and drive on Kerr. Puts the finger roll up and in, and BPC gets the field goal at the 3:53 mark. Guppy has 5. Hester took his eyes off a relatively good pass and let it go right through his hands out of bounds. BPC with a basket their last time down, trying to get back into this one with 3:35 to go in the third quarter. The Bulls came back from 23 down last night. Graybill can't get the shot to fall. He leaves it short. It's going to stay with BPC as Southeastern. A couple players down there fighting over it. Lost it out of bounds, according to the officials. So it'll be BPC basketball. 3:27 to go in the third quarter. Akers has his shot blocked. Guppy along 2 is good. Guppy's got 7. 3:15 remaining. Deacon Wayner gives it to Kerr. Kerr's going to drive. Dumps it to Walker. Walker puts the shot up. It's off, no good. Three minutes remaining. As they started inbound, but Peyton Totten was like, hey, I got to tie my shoe. Got it all tied up. Everything's good to go. Peyton's the one that let me in earlier today. I appreciate that. Walker leaves one off left. Gets his own rebound, though. Goes to Kerr. Maybe a double dribble. Marlowe with it. He's going to drive. He puts the shot up hard off the glass, no good. Akers pushes it up the floor for BPC. Goes to Graybill. Graybill's turnaround off, no good. Deacon Wayner with the rebound. 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Marlowe going to drive, kicks it out. Totten. Totten drives now. Oh, nice look across to Wayner, but a jump ball is going to be called. It'll be possession BPC. That was a nice look by Peyton Totten. Jaden Robinson checks in for BPC. Graybill takes a seat. Parker Guppy, who hesitated on the inbound, was already stepping forward. He stepped on the in line, so it'll be Southeastern basketball. Kerr to inbound. Not sure who he. Marlowe and Wayner both let that go between them. And out of bounds. So, all's well that ends well, I guess, if you're Parker Guppy. Just took a couple seconds off. No, didn't even take a couple seconds off the clock. We're down to 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Caden Weinman gives it to Akers, to Guppy. Guppy puts a shot up off, no good. Deacon Wayner with the rebound. Gets it to Walker. He pushes it up in a hurry. Comes to Totten, top of the key. Over to Marlowe. Kerr, 3, left side, long, no good. Rebound to Wayner. They're going to call Connor Palm with the foul, I do believe. It'll be on the floor, though. Palm will pick up his third. Team's fourth. Rodrigo Moya checks in. Replaces Palm, who has 3 fouls. Totten for 3, he leaves it a little long. Rebound by Walker. He puts a shot up, counted, and a foul, and Guppy is going to get the foul. The second three-point play attempt for Gunnar Walker. They still only have Guppy for 2 fouls. So I apparently have, and the Suns are in the bonus again now. Old-fashioned three-point play attempt is good for Walker. He's got 20 points. He missed his first free throw. He's made every one since. He's 5 for 6 from the charity stripe. 41-16 the score, 25-point advantage for the Suns. Down low, Graybill. End of the game for the Suns. Number 40 is Briar Dolan. Moya drives, gives it off, and a foul is going to be called on Marlowe. Case Marlowe picks up his 3rd foul. Team's 2nd of the quarter. Wyman had it into him. Lost it. Robinson goes to the rack. No shot. Foul on the floor. Charged against Southeastern. It's going to be on Marlowe again. His 4th foul. He had 2 in the first quarter and 2 in the third now with 54.2 seconds remaining. Hester comes down with it as it was stolen away on the inbound. Hester drives the rack, left it up a little short. 28 seconds remaining. Moya had it knocked away, gathered it back, gets the bucket. Rodrigo Moya gets his first 2. Want to give a shout out to his parents. They are watching that across the pond. Rodrigo is a foreign exchange student. So happy to have them able to watch. Wayner's shot's blocked by Graybill. Graybill comes down with it, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. Third quarter comes to an end. Suns lead 41-18. This game being brought to you by Pond Plus. Pond Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games. Located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb, between Erico and Taco Bell. And Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. And Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit them online at www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. Not a whole lot of LB Auto Sales three-pointers in this one. Relatively quiet from that respect. Only 2 of them, I do believe. Owen Northern, who's back in the game, picks up his dribble. Had a hard time finding somewhere to go with it. It's the 4th quarter. Fouls will reset. Ball knocked well. Briar Dolan took a tumble there, but gets up. Looks to be none the worse for wear. Dolan for 3. It's off. No good. Tipped by Hester. Picked up by Palm. Back the other way. He's going to lose it out of bounds. I'll say it's off White. It'll stay with BPC. Shot by Guppy off. No good. Wayner was on the floor with it, kind of stood up and gets called for the travel. Apparently BPC didn't have anybody want to take it out, so Southeastern just thought they'd try it. They nearly got away with it. On the inbounds, Guppy gets the bucket to fall. Guppy's up to 9 points in the game. Graybill with the steal. Owen Northern lost it. Akers goes back the other way. 7 minutes remaining. Palm. Ooh. Tristan Hester's going to pick up the foul. That was a pretty good one. His first, team's first of quarter. 6:51 to go. Inbound to Guppy on the other side, same play, opposite direction, but nothing doing that time. Caden Wyman going to try to put up the shot. He's going to be fouled by Deacon Wayner. He'll pick up his third, team second. Wyman at the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 on the night. First free throw for Wyman is good. He's got 2 points. Case Marlowe back in. Mark Schmidt in for BPC, number 2. Briar Dolan checks out. Second one is no good, but Graybill had the rebound. I think Deacon Wayner is going to pick up another one. That's 4 on Wayner. 3 on the team. 6:42 to go. Weinman with it. Parker Guppy hits the triple. He's got 12. Ron LB Auto Sales 3-pointer for Guppy. And BPC trying to cut into the lead. Marlowe's going to try to answer. It's tipped away by Palm. Went right to Graybill. BPC has cut the lead to 17. Guppy loses it. Marlowe comes up with it. He goes across, tries to Wayner. And Wayner's on the baseline, out of bounds. It'll be BPC basketball with 6:06 remaining. Jaden Robinson comes in. Parker Guppy goes out. Schmidt with it. Corner Wyman. Wyman's going to drive, kicks it across to Schmidt. He'll put up 3. It's off front iron, no good. Wyman tips it to Schmidt. Schmidt high off the glass, no good. Owen Northern with the rebound. 5:40 left. Down low to Wayner. Wayner puts up the shot, blocked by Graybill. Thrown off of Robinson by Tristan Hester. It'll stay with Southeastern. .5:31 left in the fourth quarter. Owen Northern switched pivot feet. .5:26 remaining. Weinman to the rack and gets one up and in. He's got 4 points. 15-point game with 5:10 remaining. It was a 26-point lead at one point for Southeastern in the third quarter. They throw that one away, another turnover. Gunnar Walker comes back in. Peyton Totten takes a seat. Subs coming in for BPC. Number 23 is Parker Guppy as Robinson takes a seat. Parker Guppy way off the mark on the 3. Tracked down by Southeastern and Hester. Owen Northern with it, 4:45 remaining. Gunnar Walker puts the shot up and in. He has been the difference in this one. He was on the bench when that kind of roll back into the game came. He's got 22 of the 42 points. 43 points, excuse me, according to the scoreboard. So we'll go with that. Marlowe to Walker. Walker going to put up off, no good. Rebound to Schmidt. Knocked away, but gets back into the hands of Palm. Gunnar Walker's going to guard him down the floor. 4:05 remaining. Foul's going to be called on Christian Graybill, his first, team's first of the quarter. 4:04 left. Case Marlowe comes out. Carson Kerr back in for Southeastern. Down to Owen Northern. Graybill comes out to guard him, and he's going to pick up another one just that quickly. Came out, forced contact, and pushed, extended the arms. That'll get you a foul more times than not. 3:55 to go. Down low. Hester has his shot blocked out of bounds by Graybill. He'll stay with Southeastern though. Three from Northern is no good. Rebound rolls off the back of Alex Akers. Hester tracks it down. Owen Northern gets it back, and they reset things. 3:41. Three on the way by Walker, off no good. Gunnar Walker can't finish, and then a traveling is going to be called on Parker Guppy as Hester and he kind of came together trying to fight for the ball, and they both fell down, but Guppy had it in his hands. Subs coming in for BPC. Jaden Robinson, Logan Ash, Rodrigo Moya, and Mark Schmidt coming in for BPC. Alex Akers stays on the floor. Inbound and bucket for Hester. Hester has 6 points now. Schmidt to inbound. Going to get it to Akers. Akers is blocked from behind. Robinson comes up with it. His shot's off, no good. Going to try to put it back up. He's behind the backboard, can't get it there. Schmidt will put the shot up. It's off front iron, no good. 3:05 remaining. Walker, easy layup. Give him 24. .245 remaining. Schmidt for three. It's left short. Tickled the nylon on the wrong side again. I saw that last night and happened again right there. That one was more obviously not in the basket. At West Burlington game last night, there was literally a shot that I couldn't tell whether it went in or not. It did not, but it hit the nylon all the way down. Totten's going to drive to the hoop. His shot's blocked by Akers. 2:25 remaining. Shot off, no good for Ash. Hester picks it up. Marlowe, 2:10 remaining. Briar Dolan back in. Totten is in. Wayner has the basketball. Hester and Marlowe in as well. Hester has it with 1:50 remaining. Marlowe looks to drive. He backed it out. Totten with the basketball now. 1:40 to go. Now Donlin to Hester. Hester's going to drive. He leaves the layup short, and they're going to call a foul on Rodrigo Moya, I believe. It is on Moya. It'll be his first. Team's third. Hester, who is 2 for 4 from the free throw line, is getting a couple more attempts here. First one is good. He's got 7 points. And he hits the second one as well. 8 points. 4 of 6 free throw shooting. Moya. And a foul is going to be called on Hester. Maybe I missed who it was on. It was so fast. It was on Hester. It's team foul number 4. Hester's second foul. No shots. Ash with it. He goes to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to drive, put up the shot. It's good for Mark Schmidt. 1:06 remains. Hester has it nearly taken away by Robinson. 48 seconds remaining. Robinson's going to pick up the foul, his second. Team's fourth. Both teams will be in bonus the rest of the way. Marlowe tried to get it to Totten, but instead he threw it to the bleachers. Turnover, possession to BPC with 42.5 seconds left. .36 seconds. Schmidt's going to try another shot. He'll get it to fall. Mark Schmidt has 4 points. 28 seconds left. Donlin puts the shot up. Hard off back iron, no good. Wayner had to rebound. We'll see who it's on. It's going to be Wayner's foul. That'll be 5 on Wayner and 2 free throws. Carson Kerr's going to have to come back in. .6 seconds remaining. Mark Schmidt's going to shoot a couple free throws here. He's got 4 points in the game. First one banks in good. .39-31. Second one off, no good. Moya with the rebound, can't finish. Robinson has the rebound with Hester, and then Robinson gives him a little shove at the end. I'm surprised there wasn't no foul called there. That should have been 5 fouls. Why they didn't shoot those. Hester with the steal. That's the end of the ball game. Score 49-31. Final. Southeastern gets the win. Well, let me move the chairs out of the way. Hold on a second. They're moving the curtain. As that's the final, we'll go through the score real quick. 24 points to lead all scorers for Gunnar Walker. He was 5 of 6, from the free throw line. Tristan Hester was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 8 points. Those are the only players to shoot free throws. They were 9 of 12 as a team. 11 points for Carson Curry, scored the first 7. 4 points for Owen Northern, 2 points for Deacon Wayner. For BPC, a team-high 12 points for Parker Guppy, 5 points for Mark Schmidt, 3 points for Connor Palm, 2 points for Rodrigo Moya, 4 points for Jaden Robinson, 4 points for Caden Weinman, and 1 point for Christian Graybill. That's how this one ends up. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the varsity contest in just a little bit. You've been watching Devin Raleigh Shelter Insurance coverage of BPC Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, live from Southeastern High School. We'll be back in just a bit.